Here with Charter Oak coach Lou Farrar. Coach, it's a big season. You're moving to the Sierra League. You're moving to the Inland Division. Quick, just give me your thoughts, because you're going to be in a league that includes Ayala, Claremont, Damien, Chino Hills, and South Hills. You do not get a game off in a league like that.
Not only do we not get a game off in a league like that, but we also don't get a game off in our preseason right now. And we're going to into a really tough season after having graduated 31 seniors who were actually a great group of kids who were back-to-back CIF champions. So you run around with a target on your chest just because of people who graduated in the past. And so the league is so far out there right now, we're not thinking about that. I just noticed yesterday, to my fear, that I only had one guy on defense, Dennis Rufus, who started to play the defensive game. We have 10 new defensive players this year, starting our first game against Glendora. So we're going to be real young all season long. I also noticed the fact that we have 13 sophomores on a team and one true freshman. So we're going up into the Sierra League, and we're going up into the Inland Empire, but we're going there with a young group of kids, so we're going to be patient. Compare
what you have maybe to the last 2 years, because you did have some real talent, especially last year. 6 guys going Division I.
You know, it's hard to compare because those were two-way players, and you know, when you look at the all Valley selections and guys like that, you lose somebody like Brandon Golden or Keith Smith. Those guys played offense, defense, and special teams, and so we're losing 2 positions, not just one. So yeah, 5 guys signed, we lose really like 10. Here at Charter Oak, we're such a small school with 1,800 kids enrolled, and we're going to play against Redlands East Valley if we get lucky, or somebody like that. We have 5,000 kids, and our kids are two-way players. We have a smaller squad this year, not as many varsity total team players. We're real young, and we only have 15 guys that wear jersey number 50 to 79. That scares me, because we don't have that many big, thick lineman kind of guys. We're strong. We've had a good off season. We're not as big up front as we have been in the past, but I think we're stronger and faster.
Let's face it, you're going to the equivalent of what is Division II. It's a pretty big league. From an anticipation standpoint, and I've always thought, if you're successful at this level, this could be Charter Oak's finest hour if you could pull this off. It's got to be, from a coaching standpoint, intriguing, maybe a little scary, but I think a lot of people want to watch and see how this unfolds.
Well, you know, unfortunately, we've had this experience before. We went from the Montview League to the Sierra League way back when, and you know, we won a CIF championship in '85, and then they just, okay, yeah, you combined Royal Oak and Charter Oak, we're going to kick you up 6 divisions. That was scary. We didn't win a football game. I hope that doesn't happen this year. But I think right now I'm happy with the kids we have. I like their character. I like their work ethic. My coaching staff is outstanding. These guys, we've been together for 15 to 20 years now. We know what we want. We're just trying to get it out of the kids, and it's a learning curve for us right now. So finest hour, I don't know if it'll be our finest hour. We have a new stadium. We have new uniforms. We have new everything except old coaches. That's all we have.
You talk about the stadium, because you know, you've been here a long time. It's a long time coming for you. Going to have a brand new turf stadium to play on this year.
Well, you know, I tell the kids all the time, I played in that stadium. I sweat in that field. I bled on that field just like you guys are going to do. I said, it didn't look as nice as it's going to look right now. And we really appreciate the administration and everybody working hard to get us this new stadium. We have a new track also. It's going to look nice. Like I said, we have new kids, new uniforms, new field. Hopefully they'll step up and perform.
Last thing, in the half hour that I've been out here, your offense, looking at Travis Santiago right now, and with Dennis Rufus out there and Josiah Thrope and other receivers, these guys look electric right now.
You know, they really are. But the key comes down to the big guys up front, if they can pass block, protect, run block. We've had a couple of guys already sore in terms of injury, and so we're not real deep at running back. But you know, it always comes down to the 5 guys up front, and if they give the quarterback a chance and they give the running back a chance, that's what we like to do, mix it up a little bit. And I think you're going to have to decide whether we're running or throwing a football, and that comes down to coaching.
And lastly, Charlie Avila, can you talk about the summer he's had at all of the lineman camps? He's looked spectacular.
Charlie's been very fortunate. His family has done a great job of taking him to many different camps all over the country, from the farthest East Coast and being in Washington, D.C., and getting to travel through there and stopping at a whole bunch of camps across the country, and got a chance to perform for some coaches. You know, he has a great GPA. He has a great character. He's done his job in the off season in the weight room. He can play up or down. technique, he's flawless, and people will understand that. And he's an excellent long snapper. So I think Charlie is getting the most out of what he's got to give, and somebody to be very fortunate to get that kind of a football player.
Last question, Coach. We're a couple of weeks away from your opener. We already talked about how difficult your league and division is, and then you open up with a team like Glendora and Chad Jeffries. Can you talk about the anticipation of just that opener?
Well, I'm just a little concerned because of our youth. He's a veteran quarterback, and he's got some great receivers, and they've got some veteran players over there at Glendora right now. And they should have an excellent year, and I expect they'll do well in their league. But it's it's an opener for us at Citrus, and I'm a little concerned just about our youth right now. Hopefully we'll just settle down after the first quarter and play football. But you never know what to expect when you put a bunch of young kids on a bus and you go to your first game and it's away. I just hope you don't think it's a field trip or something like that, because it's really going to be a football game up there.
Very good. There it is, 5-time champion Coach Lou Farrar. Thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.